lot more responsive. Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. There are different options when it comes to cold air intakes. I just think it's a personal preference as to which brand you like more than the other. So that's why I went for Rough Country. No sponsorship or anything. That's just the brand I went with. So with that being said, there are different reasons why people put cold air intakes into their cars or trucks. Number one is the fuel economy, where you can get a little bit better fuel economy on your car or truck. The other one is performance, which is always a good thing. And then my favorite, and I think majority of people, is the sound. It definitely makes the car or truck sound a little bit better. So with that being said, I'm going to show you guys step by step how to install the cold air intake into your car or truck. So I'm just going to show you guys what this kit comes with. Hardware, connector, hose, breather pipe, sealed bracket, cold air box, air filter, main intake pipe, connection between your air filter and your main intake pipe. So this is a complete kit and everything in it. First thing we're going to do on our list is removing this air intake. There is a breather valve on the side here, so it's got a little gray clip. You just press and pull that. Comes right off. And there is also the same clip on the other side where you just press and pull it right off. And then we need to loosen the clamp over here. Clamp that goes to your intake or your throttle body. Then there's another clamp here that goes right by the map sensor. Gonna loosen that. Disconnect it. Pull on this, it should come right off. Air box is off. Next step is going to be to remove this map sensor, T15, two little screws. The kit comes with new screws, but I like to just keep everything until I'm done, just making sure I don't miss anything. That will come right out. Clips to the air box that you just disconnect. Like that, and your sensor is loose. Put that to the side, and now it's time for the air box. So there are 4 8mm bolts for the top of the air box. And once your 4 screws are out, this top of the air box just comes out like this with the air filter. Okay, so this box is not screwed down with anything. It's just got a couple of clips in, so just a little bit of rug and tuck, and it comes right off. Okay, so I'm gonna install this rubber seat that goes on the top. That's where the air seals. So starting from down here, just gonna work our way around. Okay, so we want to use 2 of these other factory screws that need to come out for the new airbox to go in. So we already removed 1, and I'm just going to remove the other 2 with also a 10mm. Okay, now we're ready to put our new airbox back in. I've seen on other videos where some people remove this bar to make it a little bit easier for access. It does make it a lot easier. However, it is not necessary to get it installed. I'll show you guys right here. Just like that, without removing the bar, it's pretty much in. Now we just gotta screw it down. Okay, so that'll be screw number 1, and then 2 and 3 is right there. So the next step will be to install the air filter. So this is the adapter that goes into the filter and connects to that box. Can use a screwdriver. I just prefer to use a socket. I think you just get it a little bit tighter than with a screwdriver. So there's the little screws where these screws goes in and through those holes. So I'm going to drop it in. And then it just tighten right there. Tighten it all the way. Okay, so the next step is going to be our main intake pipe. So we got these 2 fittings that's going to be for our breather pipes, and that's just the air that comes in. So we're just gonna turn them in, and they seat when they bottom out. So that's pretty good. And then this one will go right there. So next step is going to be our intake connection, and that's going to connect to the throttle body. So we're going to get a clamp on this one. Get it on here. And then this rubber is going to connect to the air filter. So now that we got this ready, I think I'm going to try to squeeze it in and get this final clamp on. So I'm going to put my breather pipes on so it's already done. So this is where the breather line disconnected, and we just basically squeeze this line right back on it. Just like that, and then it connects to your intake, and then the same on the other side. So an oil catch can, highly recommend it on any LS car. Be sure to push those breather lines all the way in so it bottoms out. That way you know you have a good seal. Okay, so I set up this camera exactly where I need to be hanging over, so hopefully we can make this work. Okay, now let's tighten the clamps. Okay, we'll do this intake clamp first. The airbox clamp. Now it's time to put our sensor back. So this rough country kit comes with new little screws for the sensor. They are Allen key wrenches instead of the old torque wrenches. So there is a difference because their thread is, I presume, different than the factory threads. So got our sensor. That just slides right back in. Got a little screw. There's one breather line. And there you guys can see the whole thing. Pretty simple. Okay, now that we're all done, let's see what she sounds like. Okay guys, that's gonna be a wrap for today's video. If you guys liked it, enjoy it, and find it helpful, please consider liking and subscribing. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Until next time, goodbye. Before the cold air intake. And now it's time for the after. Well, I have to go for a drive and hear what she sounds like. Okay guys, this is a driving sound test, and I definitely want to say I didn't record before I installed the cold air intake, but this is the sound afterwards. My car was definitely not that loud, and quite frankly I enjoy it. So first things first is we're gonna have to disconnect your existing cold. So first things first, we're gonna have to disconnect the existing intake. So first things first is we're gonna have to remove this air intake first. First things first. Okay, so